Hello, everyone. I'm MicaManticore, and I'm joined by my good friend, Crash.
Hello.
He has blessed me with some snacks that I'm going to be sharing with you today.
And he also blessed me with some snacks.
Yes.
And welcome to, was this part 2 of this?
Part 2, yes.
Part 2 of the Snackpocalypse.
So, he surprised me with a few things that I'm going to be breaking up into episodes. But, today is going to be the Lay's sandwich chips, BLT and Cuban, which I have actually been wanting to try for some time. If you know me in real life, you know that I will kill a man for a good sandwich. So
good to know. So if I make you a good sandwich, is this like a mafia thing where you owe me a few favors in the future?
Not on camera. Shut up. I can't have traces of it online. Come on, man, shut up. We're professionals.
We can't let Morgan know. Morgan's not supposed to know. So full context, I've actually tried these before in a previous taste test video that should be out by the time this is out. But I really, really loved the Cuban one. It was honestly my absolute favorite, especially with how crunchy and flavorful it was.
I'm really excited about the Cuban sandwich.
Whereas the BLT one was okay, but the only thing I tasted from it was just bacon. So,
I thought as much.
Yeah. So you don't taste the lettuce or tomato, but who knows? We have another person here to try it. So, you're the guest.
I'll ask you this first. Do you
Yes.
like to make any modifications to either of these sandwiches for your personal taste?
Yes. So when it comes to Cuban sandwiches, I usually add either a little bit of like spicy or Cajun like mayo to it to give it a little bit of that extra flavorful kick.
Like a sriracha mayo type situation?
Or like an aioli.
Yeah.
So just something that really like elevates it a bit. And I usually try and do toasted ciabatta bread.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
So that's always good. Whereas a BLT, listen, a BLT has to have bacon, lettuce, tomato. You got to have some kind of cheese because it melts in with the bacon, right? It can be just like a shredded cheese. It doesn't have to be like a slice of cheese.
All right.
But just a little something, just a small thing.
Okay.
And then a little bit of mayonnaise. So,
all right.
Because the mayonnaise acts as kind of like a binding agent to everything. So,
I would try it. I would try the BLT with cheese. Generally, though, I get BLTs at a restaurant. Like, I don't go out of my way to make them at home. But because I only pretty much get these at restaurants, I don't want to add cheese because they usually use, like, the American plastic kind of...
That's fair.
...cheese. I add pickles to my BLT.
That's a good choice.
I like it.
Yeah. Do you do spicy, regular, or like the sliced ones? Or do you just slap a whole ass pickle in there?
Pickle! No, no, I just do like hamburger dill chips, man. Like that's pretty much it.
You don't leave a little pickle sticking out?
No. I'll get arrested. As far as Cuban goes, I don't make any modifications. I kind of just like them how they are.
Cubans are just good.
Yeah.
Cubans are just good. Try the damn thing.
Let's go! First of all, these are wavy, not just regular chips. They smell delightful.
They are delightful. I'll take one.
They kind of... they don't smell like a Cuban to me. I'm getting... kind of a generalized Southwestern spice blend to it.
Trust me, they taste like a Cuban.
All right, let's go. Oh, yeah.
I told you.
I get the pulled pork flavor out of it. A little bit of the ham flavor. I'm getting the mustard out of it, which is good. A little bit of the dill pickle kind of. No, those are great.
Take them.
Those are
They're
really
yours.
good. Thank you.
I bought them for you as a tweet.
These are really good.
I actually would put those on a sandwich. Not a Cuban sandwich, but a sandwich.
Yeah. I feel like those would be good on a ham sandwich.
Yeah.
Just to kind of add
But now the thing he's actually been excited for. The one that he literally shaked me for.
BLT.
BLT.
Let's go.
This man loves bacon, so...
I mean, look at me. I like all kinds of food.
Mm-hmm.
They never smell bacony. I get that quite a bit.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. Let's go for it.
Cheers.
I get the bacon primarily.
And...
Of course I get the bacon primarily,
yeah.
right? That's the star of the show, but I get a hint of the tomato, weirdly enough. There's just a subtle tomato flavor there, which is great, because a lot of tomato is like, eh.
But you don't taste the lettuce?
No, I mean, lettuce, you can't, there's not really a whole lot of taste to lettuce. That's just a crunch factor, I feel like. Might be an unpopular opinion, but weirdly enough, I get a little bit of mayo out of it.
Yes.
Which was surprising to me. Mayo is a pretty consistent staple with a BLT. You don't see a lot of people not putting some sort of sauce on the sandwich, right?
Yeah.
And it's usually mayonnaise because it adds a nice subtle flavor to it and makes it to where you're not just crunching up a bunch of bacon.
See, my problem is when I first tried these, I only just got the bacon flavor and maybe a little bit of mayonnaise flavor, but I didn't taste any of the lettuce or tomato, and I just tasted, honestly, just salt on salt on salt.
Yeah.
So
I can see that.
And Lay's are already salty.
Yes.
So when you add bacon, you're just doing double the salt.
It's just more to it, yeah. It's just sodium city.
And that's the problem is when you start cutting salt out of your diet, you start to just taste salt when you do
so
have it.
much, yeah.
So.
No, I like these too. Honestly, I might go for another one.
Snorts the whole bag.
No, yeah, mostly bacon.
Yeah.
A little bit of tomato, a little bit of mayo. Yeah.
Well, what's your thoughts? Where would you rank them?
I think we'll give them both. Nope, I'm not going to give them both the same rank. I'm going to give the Cuban a 9 out of 10.
Ooh.
For accuracy to the flavor profile of a Cuban. And I'm going to give the BLT an 8. I do like the the flavors. I think they could have done more with tomato flavor. Like I said, lettuce doesn't add a lot of flavor to me. I think it's more of a crunch thing. Yeah. But the addition of mayo was a pleasant surprise, typically because while that's an implied staple of a BLT, it's not as part of the name.
Yeah.
So I really liked it regardless, but I am going to dock a few points just because of the subtlety of the tomato versus the front and center bacon, which that's of course what you want in a BLT. But some of the tomato's nice too. It gives a nice fresh balance to it that I just didn't.
Well, and that's the problem
really
is a BLT sandwich is supposed to be a very balanced sort of sandwich.
Yeah.
Everything has to be kind of working in unison with each other. And when you have one thing thrown off, it throws off the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, I'm still going to go with my previous rankings. I feel I may adjust it accordingly, but I really like the Cuban one a lot more still to this day. The Cuban one gets, honestly, just a solid 10 out of 10. It literally tastes like a Cuban. And I would legitimately, eat more of that. Whereas,
really
the BLT one, I still feel like it's a much lower score. At, a 6.
6, dang.
Because it's just salt, nothing but bacon taste. I barely taste, even after trying it again, the mayonnaise, the tomato, or the lettuce.
Yeah.
And this is just something that could have been tweaked a lot better.
I get that.
So.
I get that.
Anyhow, part 2. So,
in the bag.
We'll be back with more.
Hope the rest of your day is as awesome as you are. Bye.
I don't have an outro.